What's going on, 5th grade? Mr. Gambaruti here. Another episode of Mr. G's Math Videos. We are going to be continuing our math series in fractions. Today we're going to be learning about how do we subtract fractions with unlike denominators. If you remember our last video, we learned how to add fractions with unlike denominators. Today we're going to be doing that inverse operation. We're going to be doing subtraction. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So we have 2/4 minus 1/3, and we want to figure out what that equals. Well, I know I cannot add or subtract until they are a like denominator. So I'm going to be using my lowest common multiple strategy. I'm going to be listing out my 4s here. I've got 4, 8, 12. And then I'm going to be listing out my 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12. And I'm going to be looking to see what multiple do 4 and 3 share. And I can see on my list, they both share 12. So I'm going to be converting 2/4 and 1/3 into 12ths. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to count my positions, and I can see 4 times 3 is going to get me to 12. And 3 times 4 will get me to 12. So I'm going to be multiplying the numerator and denominator by that same factor. 2/4 is going to become 6/12. And 1/3 is going to become 4/12. Now that they are the same denominator, I am able to subtract. Just remember, when we add or subtract, we are only doing that with the numerator. The denominator stays the same. So 6 minus 4 is going to give me 2, and I'm going to be in 12ths. 2/12 is my answer. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at another example. 1/2 minus 1/4. So again, I can't add those. They're different denominators. So I'm going to be listing out all my 2s, and here are my 4s. I'm going to be looking for a common multiple, and I can see that 4 is a common multiple. Even though 8 is also a common multiple, remember we want to pick the lowest common multiple. So to get those fractions into fourths, I'm going to multiply 1/2 by 2. And 1/4 is already in fourths, so I do not need to change it. It'll be multiplied by 1. So my new equivalent fractions are 2/4 minus 1/4. And that's going to give me a total of 1/4. And that'll be my difference. All right, I've got one more problem I'm going to show you. 3/5 minus, 2/3 minus 3/5. Here are my 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And here are my 5s, 5, 10, 15. I can see that they both share a multiple of 15. So I'm going to be multiplying 3/5 times 3 and 2/3 times 5 to give me my new equivalent fractions. That'll become 10/15 minus 9/15. That is going to give me a difference of 1/15. And that would be my answer. All right, pretty easy strategy if you guys were practicing the addition strategy. This is exactly the same strategy, but we're just now subtracting. All right, it is that time of the video where it is now your turn to try these problems. I've got 6/7 minus 1/2. Go ahead and pause that video. See if you can do the work on your scratch paper, and then when you have your answer, unpause it, and I'll walk you through the steps. Alrighty, let's see how you did. 6/7 minus 1/2. We can see that they do not share a common denominator, so we're going to make some equivalent fractions with common denominators. I listed out my 7s, 7, 14, 21, and here are my 2s. And then I can see that they share a common denominator of 14. So I'll be converting both of these fractions into 14ths. The way that I'm going to do that is take 6/7 and multiply it by 2, and take 1/2 and multiply it by 7. That is going to give me new equivalent fractions of 12/14 minus 7/14. I'm going to subtract only the numerators, 12 minus 7, and that gave me a difference of 5. And then we were in 14, so our denominator will stay the same. So The answer to our problem is 5/14. Hopefully you got that one right. Again, I think these are pretty easy. Hopefully you do as well. That is going to wrap it up for me. It was a quick video today. Since we're already familiar with most of this strategy, we're just applying it to subtraction. I appreciate all of you watching. You guys are the best. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Get notifications every single time I release a new video. That's going to do it for me, Manta Rays. Until next time, keep on mathin'.